Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps, and today I did a little no line coloring and a little bit of a creative die cut. So let's get started. Now I'm going to start on some watercolor paper with my image from the Every Happiness stamp set. I have a flower and some leaves. Now you can use a no line coloring ink, which totally works perfect. I'm going to show you a different way to do it. I am going to be using a Distress Oxide ink. So I want my flower pink, so I'm going to start with spun sugar. And then I'm going to go with just an old paper color, or the old paper color for my green leaves. Now this is water reactive, so you won't even see it. And I picked really light colors that coordinate with what I'm going to be coloring, so a pink and a green. Now I am using Zig watercolor markers, and I'm going to lightly trace out all of my petals. I tend to go a little bit darker at the base because that's where I like my color to be the darkest when I am coloring. And so these are really fine tip, makes it really easy to just lightly trace all the areas here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add in some of the petals a little bit of a thicker line just to give myself a little bit more color to work with. Now this is a really concentrated color, so a little goes a long way. I'm going to be using some watercolor paintbrushes, and I'm just spritzing a little bit of water on my work surface. Now when I'm doing this, I don't like to have a ton of water on my brush. I don't feel like I have as much control of the color as I would like to. And these are the really nice watercolor brushes that come to a nice point, which is super helpful to get into some of those small areas. But if you don't have these, just use whatever brush you have. So I'm adding some water to my brush, and then I tap off the excess water onto a dry paper towel, and I just start dragging from that darker area. Also, if I get too much water on my, or too much color on my brush, I'm going to wipe that off before I take it across all of the petals. So I just colored all of those exactly the same. I didn't think I needed to show all of it. And if you needed it to slow down, hit the little gear on YouTube and you can slow down my coloring. I did the same thing for the leaves here. I'm using yellow, dark pink, and deep green of the Zig watercolor markers. So here are the leaves, and I'm just going to do that really lightly. I'm going to add some just dots of yellow into the center. I'll blend that out, and then I'm going to come back in with the marker and add some darker dots because I don't want it to be just one wash of yellow. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then I'm using the Luxurious Lines stencil. There's two in there. This is the one that I'm going to be using, and I'm sorry I didn't see what the name of this one is, but you can see the pattern. And I'm using Frayed Burlap Distress Oxide ink for my background. I thought this would just be a pretty background to have this really bright pink flower on. So I'm just going to do my stenciling here. I kind of like that the color is not perfect, so I have some darker and lighter areas. I kind of like that. I'm going to wipe off the stencil pretty good before I remove it from my cardstock, and then we can see what this looks like. It's so pretty. I'm using the coordinating dies to die cut out all of my images from the Every Happiness stamp set and coordinating die. I'm also going to be using the sentiment from that here in just a little bit. Now in that set there's two arches. I'm starting with the larger arch because there's also a stamped arch, but I'm not using the stamp. I have trimmed down my piece slightly smaller than an A2 size. You can see that I lined up the die off the edge, and now I have another piece, and I'm using the smaller arch to die cut that out from this teal piece of cardstock. I want to have this nice little teal frame, bring in another little color, just a contrasting color to help with everything else. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiment that says, "This is your moment," in Honeybee Stamps Intense Black ink, and I will use the coordinating die to die cut this out. I will say I didn't line it up perfectly. It doesn't look horrible, but I didn't get it quite centered enough. But I am going to tape that in place with some low tack tape. There's the arch right there, the stamped arch, if you were to use that. Of course I did not. I used the two die cut arches in the set. So let me tape that in place and run that through my die cut machine. I'm going to add 1 millimeter foam adhesive between each of these layers. That way it pops off the back of the white card base. So all of this is going to be slightly smaller, well, about 1/4 of an inch on all sides actually. So not super tiny. But I'm going to line that up, and now we have this nice little inner frame as well of an extra color. So I'm going to add some 1mm foam adhesive behind this as well. So the stencil background has the larger arch, and the teal background has the smaller arch die cut from the coordinating die set. So let me center this in my white card base here. And then we can add the flowers and the sentiments. I thought it would just be fun to do that die cut off the edge. So it's just something different instead of putting it right in the center, which that was my original thought. But I thought, no, let's change it up and move that die cut. I'm going to add a little bit of foam adhesive behind my flower. We're going to add that just where it's hanging over the arch opening a little bit. And we'll add the leaves and the sentiment. The sentiment I thought would be fun to line up on the right side, kind of where it looks like the arch would end with the colored cardstock and the patterned cardstock, if that makes sense what I'm saying. And I think it turned out so pretty. So I may not have showed that, but I did adhere that down with some foam adhesive. And then we added those leaves. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of pops of color in this teal color. Teal, I think it's teal, pops of color. And that's just going to add a little something extra. And then this card is finished. I think it's so fun. It's pretty and a little bit playful. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to Honeybee Stamps YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.